Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody to week 2 of our playoffs, where Buchanan football is hosting Arroyo Grande High School for the Central Section playoffs. We're here right now with about 6:25 left on the running clock, preparing for pregame. It's a nice brisk night out here at the Veterans Memorial Stadium. Evidently there must be a big line outside because there ain't nobody here.
Everybody stayed in because they wanted to listen to our live stream. That's what it is, Chris.
So we're
thought you knew.
So we're competition with the live product, then, huh? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. It could be construed that way, you know. But we get nothing but love here from the Buchanan people. And out come the Buchanan Bears in red on red today with the white helmets.
I know that's one thing the kids really like. They really like wearing the white on white. Red on red.
Red on red. So I'm really curious to see what kind of energy we come out with today. Arroyo Grande is new to the Central Section with them being over on the coast. And, you know, not a big name in the Central Section. So they made a statement last week against Sanger in a game that I kind of, when I was penciling out the brackets, I kind of penciled that we would be facing Sanger in the second round, and boy, what a mistake that was. So, we'll see.
So as they make their way to the goal line for their customary pregame prayer,
So, Chris, what's new?
Get the other headset. Yeah, it's coming. Not too much, man. Just, same old, same old. It feels good to be healthy, man. Feels good to be healthy. That cold kicked my butt last week. So that definitely feels good to be able to breathe.
Doggone it, you look amazing. You look healthy. You look good today.
I appreciate it. Flattery will get you everywhere.
And we're back after a rousing rendition of the Star Spangled Banner put on by the Buchanan High Marching Band.
After a what?
Rousing rendition.
You've been getting your word of the day from your word of the day app?
Extra creative. All right, we're 2 minutes from opening kickoff here. Captains headed out to the middle of the field. For our captains, we got number 6, senior Tanner Blunt. Number 70, Jason Franco. Good to see him healthy, excuse me. Number 20, he's probably happy too. Number 25, Jalen Williams, a.k.a. Jay Will.
It's good to see Jalen out there.
Absolutely. And number 61, Tyler Aldecoa.
I got to give a shout out to CV Jones, Brock's mom, who's out there in Dallas, man. She can't be here with us tonight, so she's going to be chilling with the swag dads.
Okay, I heard that. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we're going to try to do a better job of keeping track of this opening coin toss here. Arroyo Grande, as the visiting team, is going to get an opportunity to call it.
So with Jordan, we may end up with a couple guests here with us tonight.
I like it.
We got Gavin here with us, who's been a statistician for us, who's been updating us over the last couple of weeks, man. Really has been a guy that's really supporting our venture. Gavin, welcome, man. Welcome to Swag Dads, man.
Thanks for having me.
What's up, Gavin? Welcome, my man. Yeah, we've enjoyed having you on the chat, man. We got to have somebody else hold the chat down.
Yeah, we should, huh?
Because you were providing scoring updates for us constantly. So
hey, no, he got the phone out, bro.
You got the phone out?
Okay. Yes, sir.
He got the phone.
Sweet.
I got a Fresno State game going on.
Yeah, we need to watch that one. We need to keep that one going.
Fresno State in
got
Boise.
them in Boise.
Favored in Boise for the first time since 2001.
I talked to Kalon last night, man. I said, Kalon, how is it out there in Boise? He had one word. You want to guess what that word was?
Cold.
Cold.
It's cold.
He said it was cold.
So once again, we did a poor job, but it looks like our receiving team's headed out. So Arroyo Grande, I'm guessing they won the toss, because if we win the toss, we're always deferring. So I'm guessing Arroyo Grande won the toss, and they're electing to defer themselves.
Nick, what's up, baby? Thanks for joining us here tonight. It's amazing how much livelier I feel when I'm not sick. I felt like death last week.
Man, I mean, I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one. When I'm sick, like, it's
I went home and passed out like an infant.
I have a theory as to why you were sick last week, but we're going to keep that one off the open airwaves.
Yeah, we're going to slow that down, actually.
Slow your roll.
Yeah, bruh. I'm sorry, Gavin. Jordan don't get out much, man, so he acts up.
Yeah, no, it had nothing to do with like, you know, people out there are probably thinking that I'm talking about like that you had the brown bottle flu or something like that, but it has nothing to do with that.
Hey, we got to think about the Saints this year.
Oh, dude, hey, with Dez, as soon as that ink dried on Dez's contract, boy, he got hurt.
Oh, yeah, man.
Out for the season. Soon as the ink dried.
And I
heard, look legit, man.
Yeah, and I heard it was the last play of the practice, too.
Wow.
That's crazy.
All right, so opening kick. Wow, one of the first touchbacks I've seen by a kicker other than Race Malum. So we're going to take over on our own 20-yard line to start the game. I think the Saints are for real. Obviously, Sean Payton's one of the few coaches I think that, like, offensively can match up with McVay from the Rams. But that Saints defense just worries me.
Yeah, I agree. With put up like 35 points, they were up by like, I don't know, like 18 at the half. It was just like, all right, we gotta keep going. I knew that the Rams was gonna push. That's what they always do with Todd Hurley.
Kendall cuts it back. Going to be stopped at about the 23-yard line, so opening carry is going to be a pickup of 3 yards. Going to put us in a 2nd and 7 situation. 2nd and a long 7.
We got to get some hold on those blocks up front.
All right, so
they got a 4-man front.
Still in a run-heavy formation right here. Stevenson rolling out to his left, eyes up the field, gets the ball out to Jack Skinner. Short gain there of about 3 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards. So it's going to bring out 3rd down and 4, which is a manageable 3rd down distance. But, you know, we haven't thrown the ball a lot this year, so if I was a bet man, I'd say we're probably going to hand the ball off to Kendall right here.
So what we're looking at, 3rd and 4?
Yep, 3rd and 4. Handoff goes to Kendall. Kendall breaks through, breaks another tackle, He's past the 50, and he's down all the way, brought down at about the 37-yard line. So that was a pickup of 38 yards, close to 40 yards on the run by Kendall, which is why on 3rd down and 4, why you feel comfortable handing the ball off to your workhorse 5-star All-American running back. Okay, so we're up to the line quick here. I like this tempo that we're going with. 1st down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Another handoff goes to Kendall, letting him get into a rhythm. He cuts it back, and he's in the secondary, and he's down to the 20-yard line. So it follows up his 38-yard run with a 17-yard run. He's already got close to 60 yards rushing on the first drive.
This is exactly what Kendall needs to do. Oh, you're stupid.
Another handoff goes to Kendall, and I think, and he's breaking away, and this is a foot race, and I don't think nobody's going to catch him. So Kendall follows that up with a 21-yard run. So 3 consecutive carries there. Carry 1 goes for 38, 3 carries towards the end of the drive right there. So carry 1, 38 yards, carry 2, 17 yards, carry 3, touchdown run from 21 yards. So I can do quick math on that. That's 76 yards rushing on the opening drive, plus his 3-yard run. So he had 4 carries for 79 yards on the open drive right there.
Kimberly, welcome. Thanks for coming and hang out with us. We appreciate you.
Go Bears. Kimberly DaCosta, thank you for joining us. So first touchdown is on the board early on our opening drive. Kendall Milton runs it in from 21 yards out. 10 minutes, 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Lining up for the extra point. It's 6-0 right now, hoping to swing it over to 7-0. It's down. Kick is through. The score is 7-0. All right, so Des Bryant. Let's talk Des Bryant.
That's crazy. Okay, so before you guys get going, I follow Des on Instagram just because I wanted to see what he was doing. Bro, his off-season workouts have just been crazy. Like, he's been on the grind daily. Even though he wasn't signed with anybody, he was grinding.
Yeah, he was.
So to see him get signed, to get his shot, and then to come out the first week, man, and go out, that's crazy because he prepared his body. Right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It happens because, like, he hasn't played for, like, almost 10 weeks in the season, and because of that, he lost like momentum because he's not in the football.
Game shape is much different than training shape.
Yeah, it's just hard.
Well, it wasn't even game shape; it was practice.
Freak injuries happen, man. Like Richard Sherman tore his Achilles. Kobe tore his Achilles. And once upon a time, if you tear your Achilles tendon, it's like a career-ending injury.
Right.
I think you can come back from it now. But the problem is that the market on Dez was lukewarm to begin with.
How old is Dez?
Dez is 30.
Just like last year when Deshaun Watson got hurt in practice too.
Yep. Teddy Bridgewater a couple years back, same thing to him. All right, so we're swarming pretty well on that kickoff return, and he's going to be brought down at the 15-yard line. So that's good field position from the defensive standpoint. First down and 10 from the 15-yard line. You know, it sucks, but freak injuries happen, man. And it could be worse. He could have tore his Achilles while he was training, right? At least he had a contract,
right?
A guaranteed contract, so he's going to get paid a little bit.
Hey, that is true. He got that money, man, and got hurt. That's free money.
Yep.
Well, actually, it depends on how much of it was incentive-based.
True. All right, so pitch goes, and number 20 breaks the tackle, cuts back, and he's going to be brought down after a pickup about 3 yards. So, that's too bad right there. We had him drop for a 5-yard loss in the backfield.
That's a tackle. If Tanner wants to play at the second level, at the next level rather, he has to make that open field tackle in the backfield for a loss. That has to happen.
Yeah, with Tanner, more often than not, he's making that tackle, though. You know, I mean, we're getting into the flow of the game. It's first play of the game. But I like when he's in missile mode, when he's just out there playing like Troy Polamalu.
But he got to get his head up.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's probably more of a vision thing than anything else. All right, so we've got a bootleg. Their quarterback's looking to keep it. And speaking of Tanner Blunt, and also joined out there by Jack Bankston, that's actually going to count as it looks like a sack. It's brought down for no gain, so we're going to give him a sack on that play. That'll be a half sack for Bankston and a half sack for Blunt.
You're killing me, Smalls. Probably because it has wheels.
All right, 3rd down and 7.
Goodness
Sorry about that. I keep
grief.
causing week after. It wouldn't be. Oh wow, it's stuffed. And 3 and out on the first drive. That's going to bring up 4th down and 5. They're going to bring out their punting unit, and we're going to send our. Which one of our deadly weapons are we going to send back? Looks like Brock Jones and Cropper are both. No, okay, so just Jalen Cropper is going back to field this punt. So, it wouldn't be a customary week, Chris, if I didn't find a way to cause some sort of technical difficulty with our broadcast. So.
You know what? Yes, you are. You are 10 for 10.
Technically deficient. We'll call it that.
So in Boise State, on the field, it's 29 degrees.
Wow. I'll tell you one thing, though. Football is one sport where it doesn't really matter. Like, when it's cold, like when you got that helmet on and shoulder pads on and you're out there running. Now, if you're on a sideline, it's a different thing. But when you're in the game, like you're cold for about 2 plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're like.
It was funny, though, last year when State went out there, we beat them here, then had to go out there that following next week. It was funny talking to Kalon. He was talking about the chicken broth they had on the sideline.
Chicken broth.
Chicken broth.
Chicken broth.
All right, another handoff to Kendall. Kendall picks up 4 yards on the play, up to midfield. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6. So I like what we're doing here. We are, first of all, Kendall's had better holes to run through this game than I've seen in recent memory. And that's just going to open everything else up for us because eventually they're going to have to start selling out to stop the run. Stevenson looking up the field, gets it out to Castillo. Let's see if they give him forward progress.
They're going to give it to him for the original
45.
point of contact.
So Bakersfield takes the lead over Bullard 7-0 right now.
Early lead for the Bakersfield Drillers. So Bullard advanced last week, picked up an upset over who did they beat? Was it St. Joe's?
Yeah, St. Joe's.
St. Joe's is who they beat last week. Yeah.
Let's see if we can keep an eye on that Central Edison and Clovis High Liberty.
Yeah, a lot of drama in the Edison High world this week. Their defensive back coach, Mike Ware, was dismissed.
Yes.
Early in the week, going in a playoff week, in a game week against Central High by head coach Etnoff Harris, and I know that was
emotional.
Very emotional, and there is a lot of heat on both sides. So.
He's been there for a while. He's been a fixture inside of that community.
Yeah, he was. Levi Williams is going to take the handoff. Just a nice, solid 8-9 yard run, and then we have a late flag that comes
Probably
in.
Gonna get a hold.
Way behind the play, holding on number 77, Zane Ricks. Zane Ricks has been one of our best linemen both ways this year. Kind of reminds me of, obviously not on the same level. Remember a couple years ago when Nick Saban fired Lane Kiffin, like right before a bowl game?
Oh, that was 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Hey, and Lane went out like an ex-girlfriend, though, didn't he? Lane was ready to key up a car, bro.
I was like, all right, peace out, guys.
All right, another handoff goes to Levi. Levi shakes off the first 2 tackles. And I tell you what, and he's down to the 32-yard line. So we go from a 1st and 15 situation. He picks up 12 yards into a 2nd and 3 situation. And I tell you what, if Arroyo Grande, if this is how they're gonna miss these open field tackles, our running backs are gonna have a field day because we have two running backs that are tough to bring down. Stevenson keeps it, rolls to his left. Eyes up, gets the ball out to Jones. Jones is brought down immediately after a first down pickup. So, early on, here's what I'm seeing from DJ. I'm seeing him come off of his first look, come off of his second look, and on to his third look. That was the second consecutive pass play where he had to work through his progressions to get to the eventual receiver that he threw to. I can tell the game, just from up here, just from watching it, you can tell that the game is slowing down for him. Another handoff up the middle to Levi Williams. Levi falls forward, picks up about, we'll call it 4 yards on the play.
Second down.
YouTube channel, the Swag Dad Network. Stevenson, another play action pass, looks up the field, hits Brock Jones wide open inside the 10-yard line to the 9-yard line. And look at this, when you establish the run,
look what it
opens everything up. Opens everything up. So nice catch and throw. We're threatening again inside the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. And we've got the entire playbook open to us. We've proven we can pass effectively. Kendall's proven that he can run effectively. So is Levi. Well, the one who hasn't gotten a chance to eat yet, well, the only two that haven't got a chance to eat yet are Jalen Cropper and, okay, well, he's going to have to wait till next drive to eat because Kendall rolls in for a 9-yard touchdown run. And Buchanan is up 13-0. 4 minutes, 58 seconds left in the first quarter. And Buchanan is coming out making a statement tonight. That kick is through. 4 minutes, 58 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Buchanan Bears 14, Arroyo Grande Eagles 0. So Chris, this is probably the most balanced I've seen our offense look all season. Thoughts?
You want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
Look at who we're playing. And I'm going to stop there.
Hey, don't forget.
And it's no disrespect to Arroyo Grande at all. But look at who we're playing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was the bus ride last week for Sanger, but I know Sanger is a respectable program, you know, and nobody blows out Sanger ever, right? Like it's rare, right? I mean, if they step up.
Who blew him out earlier this year? Somebody went and put hands on Sanger early. Who was that?
Which one was it?
Against Sanger earlier this year. They put hands
Gavin, we need you on the job, man.
Okay,
I need to look up who.
So you want to talk about Sanger game?
Yeah, somebody put, who was that put hands on Sanger early this year?
Well, then maybe let me walk that statement back a little bit. Sanger's a tough team to blow out because they're well coached, and because they're well coached and they show up to play every week, right? And this is going back since like
that was when they had Cropper.
I'm going back to like the 90s right now.
Okay, but I'm just saying that was when they had Cropper.
They got beat by Edison 43-21, and then they lost to Memorial 41-25.
Okay.
And that was it.
Those were the early on ones?
No, those were the late ones. That was the league.
Okay. Preseason.
They won.
All of them?
Yeah.
I thought somebody put hands on them.
No, it's probably Hanford.
Christine Vang, how you doing, lady?
Hey, where's Dave Burton?
Dave had to work, man. He hit me earlier today.
You know who they lost to? They lost to East. That's what it was.
Okay.
14-8.
Okay, so maybe I was thinking about
that's not getting smacked.
They didn't put hands on him, but they slapped him one time.
They got the dub. All right, Malum on the kickoff approach. This is going to be returnable from the fumbles the kickoff. He's out past the 20. He's got a lot of open space here.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
And he's tracked down by the kicker, Race Malum.
Race Malum with a tackle.
Race ain't your typical kicker. He can run.
And he can actually catch you. People don't know Race actually played wide receiver as well.
Race is a good athlete, good basketball player.
Whether he wanted to or not, Race plays a wide receiver.
Got some very athletic sisters too, so he comes from an athletic family for sure.
That's right. You got Maddie, who's playing the older sister, who's playing golf at a college in Wisconsin. You got Remy, who's track and field at Cal Poly. Then you got the little sister JC, who's just a stud.
Yeah, JC's in
DJ's
class.
You know why the kids are so athletic?
Why is that?
Because their mom teaches spin.
Oh.
That's why.
Makes sense.
Carrie, I just gave you that shameless shout out if you're listening. Text me if you heard that, Carrie. You owe me one.
I I see Carrie down in front of us.
You see her?
Next to Steve, yeah. So you're not
Oh,
going to
she's
get
not
a text.
listening.
You're not going to get a text.
Oh.
All right, 2nd down and 10. Opening that first handoff went for no gain. Another handoff goes up the middle. Going to pick up 3 yards on that play. So here we go, 3rd down and 7.
Jovanique, what's up, baby? How you doing, my man?
Hey, we're asking about Stockdale upsetting Tulare Western last night.
That was crazy.
Oh, I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, Stockdale upsetting Tulare Western. So Tulare Western and Tulare Union both were 9-0 going into the last week of the season. Tulare Union barely beats Tulare Western. Everybody's expecting them to meet up again in the D2 playoffs and the Valley Championship for D2, and Western gets ousted by Stockdale.
Hey, one of my homies on Facebook. Hold on, I got to tell you this post afterwards. This is funny.
All right, and we got Tanner Blunt in missile mode. Hold on, we got a late flag that comes in.
So we know our Bulldogs are in Boise State, right? So my buddy James Anderson, who's a football coach over at Gaston, he posts, I don't care what your politics are, Boise State's blue field is everything what's wrong with this country. Goes
That's funny.
Hey, that's hilarious.
I like that.
So what's your guys' prediction of the Fresno State and Boise State game?
Oh, man, we better win this game.
Yeah,
face mask on. So we had him 3 and out, quarterback sack, and a face mask comes in. They didn't say that he didn't do the personal foul signal, so this might be of the 5-yard variety. Let's see. Okay, 5-yard variety, so doesn't give them an automatic first down, so we still have an opportunity to get them off the field, our defense to get off the field. So Boise State, Fresno State, well, obviously I'm riding Fresno State.
Yeah.
But you go into Boise, it's for some reason that blue field seems to be our kryptonite.
It's an equalizer.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to win this tonight, and then the rankings goes up.
Handoff goes to their running back, and he's going to pick up a first down into Buchanan territory, down to the 46-yard line.
That face mask was a crucial play right there.
Yeah.
Huge.
So in regards to Fresno State, man, we're trying to get a decent bowl game.
Yeah.
Last year we went to Hawaii. I was in Hawaii for Christmas Eve for the Hawaii Bowl, which was a blessing to be over there, for your child. But it'll be nice to travel early December instead.
Or maybe New Year's 6, unless you
early January, you mean? Early December, like a better bowl game would be played later, correct?
Well, yeah. Well, still, I like to get it out the way.
Okay, so they're starting to get a little bit of success going in their running game. That's down to the 40, pick up of 7 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 3.
So got 10-0 Bakersfield over Bullard as of right now.
So Bullard turned it around towards the end of the regular season. Followed that up with a big upset last week. But that Bakersfield team, what we know about them, despite the fact that they nearly lost to East last week, what do we know about the Bakersfield Jewelers? They're always super athletic. They're well coached, and that triple option is tough to stop. Okay, so they got the dive going up to the fullback, going to pick up a first down, number 5. So we've seen similar variations of this offense before when we played East and De La Salle. I think their goal is to slow this game down, take the air out of the football, and control the time of possession.
Hey, you guys that's watching this, because I don't do this camera thing for a living. Is this a good angle for you guys? Am I close enough to the field? Just shoot me a quick yes or no, man, so I know.
First carry goes for 2 yards, 2nd and 8. So what makes it tough for this offense, if that initial run is either stopped for a no gain or a loss, it throws the entire rest of that 3-down possession out of whack. But maybe they have a passing game. I mean, they put up 40 plus points last week on Sanger. I'm sure they had to throw the ball a little bit.
Yeah, no updates on the Central game.
Okay, another handoff up the middle for a solid run of about 5 yards. Actually, it's about 6 yards.
So Fresno State won a toss and they deferred the second half. So we'll see if you go 3 and out tonight, first drive, and then get some points in.
Okay, LaQuante, appreciate that. It's solid to him. So. So
look like right now they just playing smash mouth football, man.
Yeah. Listen, our front four: Titus Lowe, Reese Bacon, Chase Bibler, Matt Merritt spends a lot of time up there. It looks like we're rolling with 3 down linemen right now, actually. And then we're going 4 linebackers. I guess Bankston is lining up as a D end right now. Wouldn't be shocked. Okay, quarterback keeps it. He's breaking a few tackles, and he goes forward for about 6-7 yards. Our tackling looks very poor right now.
Yeah.
Although, in fairness, that quarterback, he doesn't look slight. All right, last play of the first quarter. So this, they started this drive with about 4 minutes left in the first quarter. So this drive has spanned more than 4 minutes, and they're picking up quite a bit of steam. So here's the deal. We had them stop for another 3 and out, right? We're getting ready to take over possession, potentially, putting them way behind the 8 ball. Going into the, with the first quarter still going on. And we have a silly, senseless penalty, a face mask penalty, which gives them a first down. Gives them new life.
Yeah, and those plays like that, we can't do stupid crap.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real with ourselves. Like, Valley Championship teams don't make those kinds of mistakes.
That's nice.
That's tight, right?
That's clean, yeah.
Hey, look at these boys in the locker room putting that, putting the mask on and hey, putting that cold weather gear on. Hey, did they look like they was shooting from a snuck-in cell phone in prison? Think that's what they look like?
Remind me of the old school HBO show Oz.
Oh, that's what's up. I was over there with Coach Joseph there, man. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you.
2nd down and 4. And we nearly jumped off. So who is that? Is that Michael Mertens looking to blitz up the middle? Shoots a gap. Looks to get an easy throw. Is off target. Attempted for number 3. Quarterback is a southpaw, and we don't have apologies to those of you who are looking for us to call out Arroyo Grande Eagles players by names, but we don't have a roster.
You know what, Jordan? You say that every week, bro. You say that every week. That apology means nothing anymore.
You apologize when you have intentions of fixing it, right?
Exactly. You ain't downloaded a roster.
I watched a little film this week. All right, and geez, the quarterback looking like Le'Veon Bell back there with like ample time to decide.
No, hold on. You're giving him too much credit. That was more like a Bettis. It was no lateral movement, bro.
He just took his sweet time. Well, I mean, it was like just basically playing the timing game. Just like he took his time, and he had like 3 different holes to choose from, and he chose the path of least resistance.
He rolled the dice and decided which one he was going to go through.
Yeah. So clock is ticking. 11 minutes, 38 seconds. This Arroyo Grande team is driving.
Hey, what they're doing is they're keeping our defense on the field for a while. So when the offense gets the ball, we need to actually put together a long calculated drive to give our defense some rest. They've been on the field for a good 5-6 minutes.
No, I don't buy that. I'm gonna push back on you on that one.
Yeah,
here's why I don't buy that. The defense needs to give themselves rest. They need to get off the field. The defense needs to get themselves off the field. It ain't the offense's job to.
Hold on, Mr. Optimistic over here. He usually sees the glass half full. Now he want to challenge me.
Just like last week with that dude came out of nowhere.
Hey, right? Now he wanted Mr. Optimistic. Now he want to.
You cannot do that with what they're doing right now because the way they're doing, great. But if we're going to offense, just attack and attack and attack because they're writing down the clock. But if we're scoring touchdowns. But if they're wearing it down the clock, it'd be harder. Up tempo.
All right, number 2 back to pass. Oh, wow. He completes a pass to himself. And we got a fumble. And Buchanan, oh, wow. So that's
Did we pick it up?
Yes. Yeah. So we recovered. So here's what. So this is an interesting.
Hold on, no. Defense is on the field.
Yeah, I saw the live judge way back there. It says incomplete pass.
Oh, okay.
So hold on, what happened on that?
He comes in and waves incomplete pass. So the quarterback.
I thought he hit it and he came right back to him?
Goes to throw the pass.
Yeah, we need instant replay.
And loses grip. Yeah, I just watched it again because we got the little delay. He goes to throw the pass. Like he loses grip on it, catches it, rolls out, throws another pass. And it's 4th down.
So they said it was a double pass?
Look at this, 4th down and 5. And they said, hey, listen, we're not going to get back in this game 3 points at a time. Okay, so never mind.
So you got end of first quarter, Liberty Victus 7, Cougars 0.
All right.
0.
I knew that was going to be a tough matchup for Clovis High. I'd love for Clovis High to win.
Oh, yeah. That's what I told my buddy who coaches at Clovis High. I said, hey, man, you guys go down to Bakerfield and put in work tonight. He said, why? Because you guys want that work? I said, no, we just rather play you.
Hey, I tell you what, Liberty scares me.
Dude, yes.
Big time. Because that's a big, well-coached, big physical team. And, you see the trouble we're having bringing down the running back here from Arroyo Grande. Sammy Stewart, the running back from Liberty, was a stud. And he ran, we bottled him up pretty well last game. But I get the feeling that we're going to get Liberty's best shot.
Give a shout out to, is it Janet Harris? She just hit us on our Facebook page that says, love that I can watch from Dallas. Go Bears. Thank you for watching us from the Swag Dad Network up here. Glad to have you chime in with us.
All right, they are going for it on 4th down. So they're in I formation here. 2 wide receivers. Strong side to the right. So here we go. This is a big, critical 4th down early on in the game. So they like to keep it. The pitch goes out, and he is bottled up. Let's see if they can bring it. Yeah, he's swarmed and gang tackled. And so, big 4th down. That's a gutsy call by the Arroyo Grande head coach to go for it on 4th down rather than taking the 3 points and getting on the board.
Yeah, who's that offensive coordinator? So you just gave the Bears the ball in the red zone, and we already have this momentum.
So I take it from your comment, Chris, that you think the right thing to do.
Get rid of the ball. Get rid of the ball.
The right thing to do was to kick a field goal.
Oh, actually, you know what? My bad. I'm thinking I'm completely off. Yeah, take those 3 points, man.
I totally agree.
What planet are you on right now?
Hey, man, look, hey, get out of my business.
So Boise State went all the way to the front, say like 30, 45 yards, and missed a field goal.
Oh, just now?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good. No harm done. All right. Levi Williams brought down for no gain on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Let's see what kind of tempo we go with here. Clock is ticking. 9 minutes, 45 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Kendall Milton checks into the game. Also, Brock Jones checks into the game.
Oh, sorry. It was a 50-yard field goal. No good.
Stevenson and Milton in the backfield, 2nd down and 10. Stevenson keeps it.
Get rid of
Looks to go up the field, gets rid of it.
Oh my gosh! And he could go all the way! And he could go all the way!
And number 22 has an angle. Can he get it?
And it's a Bears touchdown, baby!
So we got a 90-yard touchdown pass.
Oh.
DJ Stevenson to Jalen Cropper.
What a pass from our sophomore quarterback who stayed in the pocket, knowing that pressure was coming from his left side, and said, I'm going to stand here and make my pass because I see my All-American receiver down the field. That's what I'm talking about.
So you remember that comment that I made when we were inside the 10-yard line to score our last touchdown, and I said the only person who hasn't eaten yet is Jalen Cropper.
And he just
and I
ate.
said he's going to have to wait till the next drive to eat. And so he just ate.
He just sat at the table and said, give me the big piece of chicken.
Yeah, that's right. I'll take seconds, please.
Give me the big piece of chicken.
Okay, Chris, so let's play this out. Arroyo Grande could have kicked the field goal there.
It could have been 14-3.
14-3. They've got points on the board, right? And they get the ball, and instead they turn it over on downs. We go down the field 90 yards in 2 plays, and now it's 21-0.
And then guess what? Our defense is going right back on the field.
Hey, Chris, there goes that slow calculated driving.
There it is.
To my point.
That's what I said, up-tempo.
Yes, good call, Gavin.
I'm giving that play down there to DJ. He stayed in the pocket knowing that pressure was coming. For a young quarterback, he said, I'm willing to take this hit so I can feed my guy. Great job, kid.
He's learning like every week, which is awesome.
He's
only a sophomore, so next year he's going to build more. Man,
and the great thing is he's getting better in this part of the season. This is when we need it in this part of the season.
If you get through
confidence, bro, confidence.
If you get throw like this against Central, we'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because
we got to do a couple things different against Central.
Oh yeah.
That's a cigar conversation. You're not gonna get that here. I got to be politically correct.
you ain't
don't come up here and get me started, Gavin. You're gonna get us censored.
We're gonna lose our reserve for BHS Media's portion that we have here. All right, so kickoff returner for Arroyo Grande gets a little ways out. On number 87 and number 57. Hayden Tassler in a little bit of a skirmish there. No flags thrown. Arroyo Grande taking over on their own 27, down 21-0. 8 minutes, 55 seconds left in the game. In the second quarter. And this is what happens when you get a Clovis East or a Arroyo Grande that runs this, this triple option type of offense that's designed to control the clock. When you get down by 3 touchdowns, what do you do here? Do you just keep running fullback guys up the middle?
You can't slow the clock down because you need time to put something together.
Yep, quarterback keeps it, and he's brought down.
Okay, was it me or did he not look like he even wanted to run?
So
he was like, hell no. I don't even want that play, coach.
I don't. Yeah, he's a sturdy, he's a well-built kid, man. He's a big quarterback. So I don't think he's the fastest guy, but
he didn't want to run that, bro.
He was a little gingerly.
Jordan.
I'm back to glass half full, Jordan.
I see you, bruh. Now you're tripping, though.
All right, lefty quarterback. There's plenty of time to throw. Jack Bankston is on the pursuit.
Chases him out of bounds.
Right there. Chases him out of bounds. Picked up about 2 yards on the play. So no harm, no foul. What I don't like about that situation right there is that quarterback, if he had better receivers, he had plenty of time back there to pick out whoever he wanted. That's not going to work against a stout Buchanan Bears defense. Well, the Centrals of the world, the Liberties of the world, you give their quarterbacks time back there, there's going to be a receiver that's going to come open. All right, handoff on 3rd and long. And they're going to be brought down short of the first down. That's going to be about fourth and 2. And let's see what Arroyo Grande does. They're deep in their own territory. Not super deep. They're at the 36-yard line. And it's going to be 4th down and 2.
Oh, shoot.
Let's see. Looks like they're keeping the offense on the field. So I respect it. But they want to pump back to our, like they haven't shown any ability to slow down our offense so far. So they're going for it here. So they went for it on 4th and 5. Let's see, maybe they do this high school weird stuff where they throw their quarterback back and shotgun and punt it. Nope, they're going for it. Handoff goes to the running back, and boy, they had him, but he falls forward. Picks up that first down. It's a big, strong run by their running back, number 20.
Laker.
Quarterback keeps the ball, goes up the middle for 9 yards.
Here you go, boys. Fresno State game right here.
Oh, you got it streamed?
Yes, sir.
Streaming the Fresno State game up in the booth. All right, you guys have to give me updates. I'm used to Chris checking out for periods of time, but I got to stay dialed in. I got to keep that play-by-play going. Wow, a quarterback sneak on 2nd and 1. Continuing the drive, picks up the first down.
So not only does he flip from glass half full to half empty, but he also sells out his teammate.
His comrade.
Is it water or is it just like water or iced tea?
No, one of my favorite things to do is to poke the big bear a little bit up here. It makes for such interesting and good commentary when I get you a little riled up. So who knows? Maybe last week, maybe that comment that came in late last week, maybe I paid somebody enough time.
I promise you, I was just thinking about that.
No, I had nothing to do with that though.
So that's interesting that they didn't flag him, because normally on a huddle, especially in the CIF, they're definitely going to flag you on a hurdle.
You think that was a hurdle, or you think he just...
No, he hurdled. He went over and tried to go to the top of it.
Well, we would have taken that 15-yard penalty.
When we say go, yell back, go, Bears.
What I realized, I watched the live stream when I got back home last week, and I realized the people watching didn't know why I was going off on that Miguel guy. Because they can't see our chat, you know what I mean?
Oh, his helmet is off.
Hey, so pregame, Boise State was ranked shirtless during warm-ups.
Oh, they were letting him know we ain't worried about this cold.
It's cold.
Man, I'd have had on the turtleneck and a hoodie. I don't care. I'm letting you know I'm cold.
Yeah, Boise State was ranked 17, and now they're downhill this year. What's going on?
They're not the same Boise.
No, they're not. Oh shit, we got a defensive hold. Was gonna be 4th down. Now it's 1st down.
Quarterback keeps it.
Come on, man.
And he breaks free. And he's down all the way to the 21-yard line.
Right there.
I tell you what, man. Like I said, our defense has to get themselves off the field. And I know we do. I know we run our defense. We do what we do on defense. But they haven't shown any propensity to pass. I don't understand why we don't go. Why we don't throw 8 people in the box and force them to throw the ball.
Swipe.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's a backwards lateral. That's definitely a backwards lateral. And that's going to be, okay, so here we go. This is drive changing here.
Hey, Robert, I'm going to need you to mind your business just because you from the backwoods in North Carolina. Hey, if it's cold, bruh.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know that why Chris is going off on Robert.
Oh, yeah, that's
Robert,
right.
Robert just put a chat in, a seemingly harmless chat, saying, y'all Valley people don't know cold, you know, with the crying tears, laughing, 2 emojis. And Chris just went off.
Hey, Robert is my boy, though.
Well played, Robert. Well played. I like that.
Robert
Anytime Chris is going off, I'm a fan. I like it. All right, quarterback is brought down by, who is that? Number 27, Mr. Michael Mertens. We've called his name out a lot this year. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 22.
So 14-0 Liberty Bakersfield.
14-0 Liberty over Clovis. It's like we potentially got a date with Liberty Patriots coming up. It's going to be a tough game. Quarterback looks to keep it. Chase Bibler, big senior defensive end, brings him down. Also helped out by senior Steven Scheidt. So we're 3rd down and 23 here.
So, Bullard just answered. It's 23-6 Bakersfield.
23-6?
Yeah.
Huh. Do we call that an answer, or do we? We'll say Bullard just got on the board.
Yeah, I was going to say that, yeah.
Okay, third and long here.
But I'm gonna tell you, like I said a couple weeks ago, I don't count nobody out, man. That team was down 17 points with 59 seconds left on the clock, and they came back and won the game. So I don't want to hear it until it's over. It's not over.
What's the old cliche? It ain't over until when?
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Hey, in these days, you can't say that.
No, you can't. That's a good point.
So it's not over till someone sings.
It ain't.
Till someone with a strong voice sings. Let's say that.
So Chris, let's talk about our student section right now.
Oh yeah, let me put this camera on the student section.
I want y'all to see. I want y'all to see the apathy. This looks like voter turnout on election Tuesday right now.
You're stupid.
Like the voting polls. Like, my goodness.
Half the students right now are in LA for leadership camp.
No, that's
I'm not gonna. Not when we have a population.
We didn't travel 1,000 kids to leadership camp. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe we traveled 50 kids, 30 kids. I'll even give them 100 kids. There's legit. Whoa! This kid just attempted a field goal from.
Oh my God!
Wow!
Holy crap!
Hey, was that a 50-yard?
He just kicked a 52-yard field goal.
He just kicked a 52-yard field goal.
With room to spare.
Oh my God!
Holy cannoli, Race Malum.
Hey, I don't care who you
Race
are.
Malum has just been put on notice.
You're gonna give him. You're gonna give him props. He said, "Race Malum, I spot you 40 and raise you 10."
Hey, you know what? I think Race Malum's long this year is 42, 43 yards.
Oh my
that kid
God!
Just launched that from 52 yards out.
Did you hear it though? Did you hear how solid it sound?
Yeah,
that was impressive. Would have been good from about 57 too. He had about 5 yards to spare there.
That was crazy.
Jeez, man. I didn't know that they had Greg Zerline.
Hey, no, that was Janikowski right there.
Yeah,
that was Janikowski right there.
Left-footed. That guy's right-footed.
Hey, I don't care what foot he was. He booted that.
Out of Terry.
Hey, Crosby. Nah, Crosby's been missing.
Won't do it.
Crosby's missing.
Oh my gosh.
53 yards. That's impressive.
I never seen that happen before.
After the game, I'm going to try to get down there on time. And this is kid number 19. I'm seeking him out, and I want to shake his hand. Because he's a future NFL. He's going to be kicking on Sundays one day, and I want to be the guy that actually knew that kid. And he follows that up with a touchback kickoff well into the end zone. Jeff Tedford.
Tedford, sign him.
Hey, no, seriously, yeah.
Get that kid's information.
Because after Camacho, I mean, we have a kicker now, but he don't have a leg that Camacho had.
Hey, you ready for this upset right now? Second quarter?
Upset special. Talk to me.
Upset special. Edison 6, Central 0.
I'll take A.
Ooh, Edison 6, Central 0. They're not going to keep Central off. They better score points because Trent Tompkins is not.
He's not having that.
He's not getting shut down for an entire 4 quarters. Stop it. Okay, first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. DJ Stevenson with a quick pitch to Kendall Milton. Kendall Milton cuts it up the field. Boy, he's running lively today. He's breaking lots of tackles.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, that's about one of the best 7-yard runs you'll ever see in your life.
We got Matt Merritt hobbling. Hopefully he's okay.
So
shake it off, Matt.
So if Central loses and we win out, it's the first time since 2000, or I think 2000, our home game was a Valley game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gavin, the statistician. I like it.
Because Jason Donald was there, and Matt Giordano was there too. Was playing also.
Oh, we run a nice little reverse. Look at the play calling there.
And he's gone. And he's
gone.
And he's gone.
On the jet.
And he's gone.
And he's in. Gone. Rock Jones with a 72-yard score on the reverse. And you know what?
Miss Jones, did you see that, Miss Jones? Miss Jones, did you see that?
What's that old 90s song, Mrs. Jones?
And that touchdown makes it Buchanan Bears 27 and the Royal Grande Eagles 3.
Look, my shirt, he's going to Stanford, that's why.
That's right.
All right, yeah, Gavin's
Our
got
dual
Stanford
sport
sweatshirt up
athlete,
here in
Brock
blue.
Jones, with a huge run off the reverse.
I tell you what, man. Wow. Stevenson keeps it. What are we doing here? Get rid of it, Stevenson.
Oh!
What are we doing? All right, so for some reason the kick didn't get down. For some reason that hold didn't get down. Thank God our quarterback escaped without getting injured right there. Because he's not Russell Wilson. So
okay, hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Because you know I'm glass half empty. In this game, this game, did we need to show a reverse, or do we keep that? Do we keep that in our back pocket?
So there's two schools of thought on that.
Right. I want to hear it.
One school of thought is yeah, you show it with something else to piggyback off of it. You show it because that's one more thing they got a game plan for.
Okay.
And now they're not able to focus in on as much of your strengths. That's one school of thought, right? Okay. The other school of thought is where you're coming from, which is we put none of our wrinkles on tape, and we hit those. The first time they're going to see it is in a game, right? So I don't know. We're up 21-3. I don't want to say the game's well in hand.
Do we need it though?
Yeah, I don't know that we needed that, but hey, something else they got a plan for. I know this. Brock Jones has come alive in the last since the playoffs have started. He has come alive. Last week he had a big kickoff return for a touchdown. Had another long touchdown. This week a long punt return to go along with that too. This week he scores on a 72-yard reverse. Brock Jones is somebody that Central's got a game plan, or Central, man, I'm not looking past Liberty.
Yeah,
somebody
you are looking
respect.
past Liberty.
No, I'm not. I corrected that immediately. Somebody that Liberty's got a game plan for. Jalen Cropper, he's well documented. We know they got a game plan for him. And of course they got a game plan for Kendall Milton too, right? So with our passing game.
Here's the thing, if you remember when we played Central last, I am going to go back to Central. We played Central last. The referees took 3 touchdowns from us. Those 3 touchdowns meant something. So we can play with them.
Well, final score was 42-24. So, you can't do like penalty math and all that, but you throw 21 points onto that, that score, and it's 45.
But you can, though. It changes the game.
Right?
It changes the game.
Absolutely. And you know what? The funny part is, wow.
Is that Tanner
Blunt? Tanner Blunt, when he is in heat-seeking missile mode, honestly, if he had hair free-flowing out of his helmet, I'd call him Troy Polamalu, because that's what he looks like right now.
Hey, Vince, we got my guy over here, Big Vince Wesson, off of Friday Night Lights. What's going on, baby?
The legendary Vince Wesson.
I'm sure some of you guys seen him in those TV commercials, man. You know what, bro? You guys need to improve your budget. Those TV commercials look like we filmed them. I'm just saying, bro.
On blast.
Hey,
it's like we filmed them during the timeout.
Vince is kind enough to jump on the sticks with us, right? Jump on the headset with us, right?
Hold on, George.
And the first thing you do is you give him that treatment that I give you.
To get on the air and then blast. Put me on blast.
That's
got Milton written all over it. That's got Milton written all over it.
Oh my gosh.
What's happening?
What's up, baby? How you doing up here, man?
I'm doing all right. Get a good look at the Bears,
Hey, this first time I seen you up here all year.
Up here.
What's up, bro? You can't come over here?
The De La Salle game, I had a good seat, watched it all. Which other game? There's a game at the beginning of the year. I think I stayed till half. Got to see him in the scrimmage and things like this. I'm not going to tinker from my original opinion. I've said this the whole year. I still think Buchanan has the most talent. Central has the best team. Now, those two come together. We'll see what happens.
I can agree with you on that, actually.
There's just an abundance of talent out there.
Hold on. Okay, so
I think it's something to what he said.
I need you to explain. I need you to explain yourself further. So if we go body for body,
okay,
player for player, I think we probably have more interior talent.
That's why he said the more talent. That's what he said. The more talent.
Central has the best team. Buchanan has the most talent. Let's go old school recess, okay? You got first pick. Who are you picking?
Trent Tompkins.
Okay, who's next?
Kendall Milton.
And then Cropper. And then this guy. And then Jones. And then we'll go.
I don't know. Honestly,
go 5
I think
deep.
Jeremiah Hunter. Jeremiah Hunter maybe.
Jeremiah Hunter has Tompkins to work with.
So hold on. Here's what I said, Vince. And tell me if you agree with this. I said this last week. With no Trent Tompkins, there is no Central Grizzlies. If you look at their playbook, they rarely run a play that is executed the way that it is drawn up.
Okay.
Trent Tompkins has the ability to get in and make plays despite of its success or its failure. Well, that's just how that's my opinion about that.
And it makes sense because what it is, it's like you ever heard the situation where a tiger went crazy and everybody, oh man, the tiger went crazy. Well, the tiger didn't go crazy.
No, I told you I was a tiger to begin with. I did with a tiger.
That's what tigers do. Okay.
Tiger did tiger things.
Yeah, tiger does. The tiger didn't go crazy. The tiger went tiger.
I told you I was a tiger when you saw my stripes.
Now, when you talk about Trent Tompkins, that's what he does. You don't say, well, he ad-libbed and they did this, and that's what Central does.
But my point, but my point is though.
I am saying what you're saying.
You're right. Yeah.
Everything they do is through Tompkins, and I think that's the difference.
That's why I say you take him out the equation, they are a completely different Central.
Yeah.
So Vince Weston, if you're on the Buchanan High coaching staff and you find yourself facing Trent Tompkins in the Valley Championship, what do you do to try to minimize that damage?
Well, the thing is, you got to him 9 times the first time around.
8.
Here's the thing. Take that first game and throw it away. Just chuck it out the window.
Yes.
Drive down the road, throw it in. Because the situation, you just got out of a packed house versus De La Salle. It's just tough for any 15, 16, 17
to bounce back.
And we also played
on the
Liberty
road
the week before that too. We played Liberty, then De La Salle, and then Central was
so
the
you're
third
a little
game in
banged
that
up.
slate.
The fatigue sets in. The mental fatigue stepped in with trying to stay high on a high note for a month straight. That's just tough for anyone. So you take that game and throw it out the window. Now, let's go back to last year, all right? I want you to take it back to last year. Central goes and plays De La Salle. They come in the next week and they play Buchanan. Buchanan should have won that first game.
Absolutely.
Absolutely should have won that first game. I think Central was a little beat up a little from De La Salle. Mentally, it's tough to get back up. You're starting league. You figure, well, it's just the first game in league and things like that. Flop it to this year. Same thing. Buchanan goes and plays De La Salle. Now, the next week you want them to be high for Central. It's just not that easy. Plus they're a little sluggish and beat up from all the physicality of De La Salle. Okay, so game comes around at the third game. It would be a great matchup. Now, the thing where I know Central separates himself is we know who their dude is.
Right.
They go through their dude.
Say what you're about to say, because I've been saying it this whole time. Say what you're about to say, please, and say it loud.
Yeah. Okay, they know who their dude is. Everything's going to go through Trent Tompkins. When I went and watched Tulare a week ago, they know their dude. Everything goes to Nate Lamb. Okay, and they got some pretty decent.
Say what you got to say, please. Put them on notice. Put them on notice.
Now, Buchanan, who is their dude? Okay, because if it's Kendall Milton, they're not acting like it. Is it Cropper? Is it this guy? You got to pick a dude. Okay.
It's like
when
we
it
call
comes
it.
Down to these
told you we
two
rolling
games,
the dice and calling plays. That's how we call plays. We roll the dice.
These last 2 games, you better find a dude and go with it.
But
because
Vince,
you're going to have to beat Liberty or Central, okay, and or Central. Okay, you're going to beat Arroyo Grande. You're going to beat everybody because there's only 4 teams. There's Central, Buchanan, Bakersfield, and Liberty. Okay, everybody else is like a 12 seed. You can just show up and run plays. Okay, but when you get down to the semis and finals, you better pick a dude. Okay, now you might say you have a luxury, but with the luxury there's a tax. You're going to have to find a guy down the stretch, and if that guy's Kendall Milton, then you better start acting like it.
Here's your point. So Kendall was in this whole drive. They never did nothing with the running back. They pull Kendall out. They put Levi in. The first thing they do is bring the back out the backfield and make a pass into the flats. Well, I have no idea what Cooper's doing.
It's 27-3, okay, but I like that first drive. The first couple drives were all Kendall Milton, and he's running hard. So,
but my point is, though, to Jordan's point, why are we making subs in the middle of a drive? What's the philosophy?
That is what the jump ball almost got.
What's the philosophy?
Well, that's your coaching staff, and that's
no, it ain't my coaching staff.
So we got to.
I don't have a coaching staff.
I'm just saying what I see here.
I'm just messing with you, Vince.
What I see here, I saw a lot of Kendall Milton to start with, and the game's out of hand, 27-3 right now. You're doing some things. A great throw by DJ, by the way. The guy was in his dish too,
and that's exactly what I gave. He sat there and he knew he was going to took
a lot better, a lot more improvement with
take the contact.
Like but I mean, the first 3 series, I've seen Kendall Milton a steady diet of it, and when like I said, we get to the semis and the finals, that's what it's going to take. Find your dude.
Oh, he landed on his head. Somebody make sure he's good. Make sure he's good.
He popped right back up. Hey, Jalen Cropper's toughness is underrated, man. He actually he became a meme 2 weeks ago after the game from Clovis.
Oh, you saw that?
He flat backed the same kid like 3 times in the same play. And
hey,
that was a meme on Twitter.
He's gonna feel that tomorrow. He seriously landed on his head.
He will.
Okay, but let's be realistic here before we can talk Central Buchanan. Buchanan's got a game next week against Liberty, I imagine.
Here's the other part, Vince. Bakersfield's up on Clovis High right now. Clovis East exposed.
Who's up on who?
Bakersfield's up on Clovis High, and they're in the same
Liberty
bracket.
Is playing Clovis High. So.
Excuse me. Bakersfield is up on Bullard. Sorry about that. So
okay.
Bakersfield's up big on Bullard, right?
But that's Bullard, though.
So
Clovis
East. Hold on, let me finish. So Clovis East may have exposed some chinks in Central's armor a few weeks back, and they employed a run-heavy attack, right? What's Bakersfield known for? They run that triple option. They're going to pound it down your throat. They got an athletic quarterback. I think it's a mistake if Central's looking past Bakersfield. They're going to be in for a game next week, for sure.
We're playing tennis here because you just took my line on the other side. I don't think Buchanan could look past Liberty.
No way.
You just gave me an example.
No way.
Central can't look past Bakersfield. I just said there's 4 teams.
Yep.
Everybody else is a 12 seed. There's 4 teams: Central, Buchanan, Liberty, and Bakersfield. And it's going to be a great semis. And that's what I'm talking about. You better pick your dude come semi and finals. These games don't mean anything. You show up and run plays.
Right. So when you say pick your dude, what do you mean? Do you want?
I mean, who are you going to go through? Who are you going to go through? Because it's not going to be 34-3. It's going to be 7-14, 13-7, 10-13, things like that down the stretch. At the most 21-20. It's going to be a situation where you're going to have to come up with a 3rd and 4, and you're going to have to get it to your best player. You're going to have to make decisions like that. It's going to be 4th and goal. Who's going to be your guy you're going to go to? That's what I mean. This stuff is it's cute. Do whatever you want. Everything's working. But come semis and finals, if
everything
each side is fortunate to get there, you got to pick a dude. Pick a dude who you're going to go through. So I'm not leaving for my first forecast, prediction, whatever you call it. I say the same thing every time I get on radio, TV, I get the opportunity. I still think Buchanan has the most talent. Right now, Central has the best team. And let's see what happens.
I agree with that. I actually really agree with that.
Yeah. There's a lot of talent out there. There really is.
Dude, national talent. That's the crazy thing. It's not just local. That's national talent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got what is Jalen? Is he a 4-star or a 3-star?
4-star.
You got a 4-star receiver. You got a 4-star in Brock Jones, probably the top dual sport athlete in the state. Yeah. You got a 5-star running back. I mean, dude, seriously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's going to be great. Can't wait for these next 2 weeks after this. It's going to be fun.
All right, so prediction for next week. Let's start with Bakersfield Central. Prediction.
Oh, it's Central.
Central's gonna be Bakersfield. Are they gonna beat them big, or is it gonna be a competitive game?
Hold on, hold on. We're gonna do something different this week. Hold on. Everybody, meet Mr. Jordan Bryce. Now, go ahead, Jordan. What's your conversation?
Okay, so let's get Vince in the shot too. So Vince, next week you got Central over Bakersfield. Do you got them over them big, or you got it over in a tight, closely contested game?
Closely contested game. Trent Tompkins makes the difference. I say Central wins by 14.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. How about assuming Liberty escapes, assuming Buchanan escapes? We don't like counting chickens before they hatch. But in that matchup next week, who's your choice?
Buchanan wins by 10.
By 10. Okay.
To Liberty.
Okay.
To Liberty.
All All right.
And I got Central and Buchanan in the final.
And let's extrapolate that out to the final game.
Hey, who you got?
I want your
Hold on,
opinion.
let me stand up for this one. Who you got, Vince?
I said this the whole time. The whole time. Central has the best team. Buchanan has the most talent. Those two meet in the finals. I will predict this. Buchanan will have the lead going into the fourth quarter. Who wins it?
It's going to come down to coaching.
It's going to come down to Tompkins probably if he can pull things out. But I guarantee you Buchanan will have a lead in the fourth quarter in that game. And I'll just leave it at that. How's that?
Wow.
How's that?
That's promising.
Yeah. So did you watch the Central game? Did you catch it? Were you there for the Central Buchanan game?
The first time? No.
No, okay. Well, yeah, you were broadcasting elsewhere.
And like I said, throw that game out the window.
Yeah.
You know?
Here's the funny thing about that game. We were just talking about that earlier. Is that the final score is 42-24. Three touchdowns for Buchanan got called back on various plays. Play drives in which we netted no points on those drives. Like it wasn't like we ended up getting the touchdown anyway, so it didn't matter. So obviously you can't do math and like extrapolate it out and all that. But that game, when you read the papers afterwards, like you read Clovis Roundup and you read like the Twitter and all the Raw Sports, all these different things. You read those. They made it sound like it was a really one-sided game.
Like we got blown out.
And the reality is that was not the story at all.
What was it? I didn't think Central scored till like 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Correct.
And then it was like bam, bam.
Then they reeled off a big
plays.
second quarter. Yeah.
And that's what happens that way. But I still think you just throw that game out the window because of what took place before with the De La Salle game, trying to be up and stay up and things like that. And just it'll be a different game come playoff time. And I think the two best teams are obviously the 1 and 2 seed in Central and Buchanan. There's a reason they are 1 and 2 seed. And I'm repeating myself over and over. I cannot reiterate. Buchanan's got a ton of talent out there. Okay? And obviously Central knows what it takes to win and do the things. I think they have the best team because they go through Tompkins. Everything goes through Tompkins.
But what I will say, we do know that that most talented team doesn't always come away with the W. At the end of the day, it still comes down to coaching.
It'll be epic. It would be epic if those two meet again. You know, Central plays a faster game on their home turf, too. Mm-hmm. Let's take that into consideration.
Yeah,
for some reason,
home field advantage will be Central.
And playing in Collegiate Stadium, they do a real good job with that. So
I hate playing over there,
you know, and the difference might be is your back half. I think your front half is, your front wall is better than Central's offensive line. Okay?
Agreed.
Okay? Now, that's where the Tompkins factor
That's where Tompkins comes in.
He turns it into a schoolyard game. So the pressure is really on C.J. Jones. It's on Cropper. It's on Brock Jones because they're going to have to run around and do some things.
Also, those interior linebackers. Those interior linebackers.
And being able to tackle in space. It's a great matchup if you look at it that way.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
And then you talked about Clovis East, the success they had against Central, okay? God bless Ryan Hunt. He's no Kendall Milton. So, whoa, watch out.
Yes.
If he can drop 330.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but back to my other statement. Clovis East knows who their dude is.
They have a dude, right?
They can't
and they go to their
their
dude. Yeah, he got 40-something carries there, 37 carries or whatever.
They didn't even try to hide who their dude was.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about when I talk about who's your dude. You know, who are you going to go through when it gets down to 3rd and 4 and 4th and goal? You know, you got to pick someone. You just can't, this, that. You got to say, okay, you dance with the girl that brought you to the dance, you know. And Kendall Milton, you got a supermodel. So I don't know, sometimes I just don't understand.
Hey, he's been saying that for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Vince. So let's talk some more Valley trivia. So we got a lot of very good wide receivers in the Valley. Okay, you got Jalen Cropper. You got Brock Jones.
Stand next to Vince so I can get one frame.
All right. So you got Jalen Cropper. You got Brock Jones. Okay. You got Jeremiah Hunter. You've got the kid from Memorial, Josh Kelly, right?
Josh Kelly, Jalen McMillan.
Jalen McMillan.
Okay, and let's not.
Hey, he's nice.
Who am I leaving out? I feel like
What's the other boy from Memorial? He's
well, Josh Kelly.
No, it's another one.
Mackie. Not Mackie Delaney. That's
the other big name that's over there.
Magdalena.
The dark-skinned kid. What's his name?
That's Kelly.
No,
Josh
it's not
Kelly.
Kelly. It's not Josh.
Well, Leonard Glass is a running
Leonard
back.
Glass. That's
Leonard
what I'm
Glass is a
thinking
running
about.
back. He was a running back.
Okay, we're talking receivers. Let's not forget Darius Baker to Larry.
Okay,
About
Darius Baker.
6'6", goes up and gets it. He can pick it. He can pick
Tulare
it.
Union, Tulare Union, too, right?
Tulare Union should be D1. I'm not sure how it works with the shuffling and things like that. They got some athletes in action. They really do. They probably shouldn't be D2. If you ever saw this Nate Lamb, outstanding quarterback, that Randy Jordan, defensive back that Fresno State recruited, he's going to be a player. He is a baller alert, definitely. But I was really impressed with Darius Baker. He's the uncle, believe it or not, to Amori Edwards, the record-setting receiver from Tulare that's now redshirting at Fresno State.
Okay.
So it just shows you what type of talent they had with this Darius Baker out there. So we got Baker, we got McMillan, we got Jeremiah Hunter. Okay, I think the Dove kid and the Sanchez kids were very serviceable, nice high school wide receivers also too. So we got a good year for wide receivers.
Okay, who's the best?
I had to rank them.
Top three. Give me top three. Number one is McMillan.
I would go McMillan from San Joaquin Memorial.
At one?
Hold on, we talking about best receivers in the Valley?
Yeah.
McMillan 1.
Uh-huh.
I'd probably go Hunter 2.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's tough with Hunter because he's in a system that makes him shine that way.
Yeah.
So I think he's a promising, but they just know how to get the ball to him, and he makes it look so easy. Okay, haven't seen a lot of difficult catches, but I've seen a lot of run after the catch where he just he's
electric.
He takes it to another gear. But I mean, let's just look at McMillan. Alabama's offered. Florida's offered. Yeah, I mean, this is SEC stuff. Not to mention, a lot of schools are giving him the option to play baseball and football. So that tells you the special type of talent if USC and UCLA are ready to sign him to play both. So I think McMillan's at the top of the list. I really do like Hunter, and then probably third would be Butler. Buchanan doesn't throw the ball downfield enough for me to get other guys like Cropper and those guys into. Cropper's just you kind of want to put him in that UTL category, just utility type of guy. Yeah, you know, more versatile than an Army switchblade. You know what I mean? He can just do this, he can do that, and everything like that. I wouldn't even label him a receiver with some of the things he does like that. Special player, but you know, Buchanan they keep the honest offense as far as the passing goes. That they keep kids honest, but you know, with a couple of the throws and decisions and progression that he's made, you know, I think they need to slice up the pie a little bit more for Stevenson. He looks like he's grown up a little, and that's you know, Stevenson able to throw the ball, that's going to help the run game too. But a lot of times you go in and the run sets up the pass. Sometimes, you know, it's not bad to set up the pass and then come back to the run. Things like that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The more of a threat the passing game is, but we've been seeing, right, Chris? I mean, we've been up here watching it all season. We've been seeing 8-man boxes and a relentless. And not a lot of variation on the type of run plays that we're calling, not a lot of effort to get him outside, and just trying to pound it between the tackles.
Right, and here's the thing, as a coach, sometimes this happens. With an 8-man box, okay, and you got 6 guys, you're depending on a couple things. And here at Buchanan, number one, it's just too difficult to block an 8-man box. But you're saying our 6 are better than your 8, and you almost have the mindset, well, that doesn't matter because Kendall's going to break this tackle and break that tackle, or he's going to outrun this guy and this guy like that. In any common offense, as the higher up you get, you can't block an 8-man box with 6 people.
Right.
But you have the luxury of having such a talented team that sometimes you just go, oh, just keep, Kendall will break a tackle and things like that. And it's a weird mindset, but I understand where they're coming from.
It almost like you get comfortable and you prepare for the contingency.
Yes. You're preparing for them to, well, somebody's going to miss a tackle.
To miss.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I like about what I've seen today. And again, we're not playing the toughest team ever, but today is the first day where I actually saw commitment and actually play action, where DJ's hold it down for Kendall. Normally our pass plays is straight up. Everything's out of the shotgun, right? First of all, we don't do anything from under center. When it's a pass play,
I think that in itself limits us. It would be nice to get him under center.
If we had play action, if we had, and we're at least doing shotgun play action here. some sort of play action where we make teams pay. If you want to 6, 7, or 8 in the box, or if you want to have like safeties that are cheap enough to try to stop the run, right? Let's make them pay with play action. So today was the first day, and we saw a couple of long passes.
So let me ask both of you a question. So when you have a team that will not run under center, everything is in a shotgun. Is that a lack of confidence in the center, or is that a lack of confidence in the quarterback?
Well, it's the spread now.
I think it's the system.
I'm
just asking. Hey, I'm just asking.
It gives DJ a little more space to operate. It makes you a little more. It puts more pressure on the edge for the quarterback and things like that. And it's just the way it is.
It allows him to see the field a little bit better?
It allows him to be more athletic.
Okay.
It's a waste to have him.
Especially when you have an athletic quarterback.
Like that. Yeah, it allows him to be more athletic.
Well, my problem with that is, 3rd and goal on the 2-yard line, and we're taking a shotgun snap, right?
Now becomes 3rd and 8.
and that's that. I'm the old man on the porch when it comes to that. And every once in a while, in baseball, you got to bunt and move people over. In basketball, sometimes you just got to feed the post and go up. You can't keep shooting threes. Well, a lot of times in short yardage situations, I can't stomach watching Central because it'll be 3rd and 1, and they'll be in the shotgun and the same thing like that. And I'm kind of old school, get foot to foot and just mano a mano. It's still a gladiator type game where you're going to try to break the other team's will.
Well, you look at the New England Patriots, right? So they spread the ball around. Tom Brady will throw the ball 40, 50 times a game. But when it's 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1, nobody is more proficient at running the quarterback sneak than the New England Patriots, right? So if it's good enough for the New England Patriots, then it's good enough for the Buchanan Bears or the Central Grizzlies, in my opinion, right?
Well, that's me, but a lot of things
I'm talking 4th and inches, 3rd inches.
Have changed,
Yeah.
Hey, Jordan.
What up?
Hey, let's go to the chat. It looks like the chat is fired up.
The chat.
Are they asking any questions for you guys?
All right. Bruno said halftime. Zoom out, Big Chris. Chris, you're zoomed in real close on me and Vince. So.
Hey man, you know what? Hold on. First of all, Bruno is 63 years old, so it's his eyes. So I'm not even rolling.
Bruno's
with that
taking a beating right now. Okay,
Yeah.
Start of the second quarter. Fresno State just scored. We're up 7-3 over Boise State. Thank you, Dave Burton, for that update. Bruno said thanks, Dave. Okay, so. For those of you, so Vince, yes, we live stream every game up here. So
it's
Chris,
my first time.
Chris invited me
We
up.
appreciate you up here, Vince. Real talk.
Definitely.
Real talk.
You're a major addition.
This
to
first time we
broadcast.
did any of this at halftime, so this is cool.
Normally we shut it down at halftime and we go down and visit with people. Use the restroom, do all that different type of stuff. But we actually have a reason for a halftime show right now. So this is good. This is awesome.
If we didn't take advantage of Vince being up here, we'd slacking.
Compelling discussion. No, Vince been milling around like, man, when they gonna throw me on? When they gonna throw me a headset on me?
He been wanting to get on, bro. Look, he been scratching his ear like.
Hey, Vince was up here just with that itch like that.
Yeah.
Like, man.
Hey, Vince said, "I want to be a swag dad."
Yeah, not bad at all.
So, all right. So, I mean, I feel like the quarterback. Is there a discussion to be had about best quarterback in the Valley, or is it hands down Trent Tompkins?
Oh, it's hands down Trent Tompkins.
So you got Alec Trujillo, you got Nate Lamb, right? So I think it's a 3-man race, right?
It's a 3-man race. And
so it's a race for the silver medal.
That would be great bar banter.
Hey,
that would be outstanding bar banter. If we had Ghostin, Bennett, and then, of course, Kyle Biggs around the table with a bunch of adult beverages, and they got to sit there and go each other why their guy's better than the other. We might need a cheeseburger and a flashlight. We'd be there all night. Each of them have dropped 10,000 yards. Mm-hmm. Congratulations, all 3 of them. Mm-hmm. I know the touchdown. Gosh, what is Trent at? Lamb was at like 109 the last time I did a game. Same thing with Trujillo's. Their stats are astronomical, but the main thing is they're the most important player for their team.
Hey, hold on. I'm going to ask a 2-part question.
Wow, the volume is unreal right now.
2-part question. Can Trent Tompkins do it all?
Do it all? Yes, he can.
Okay.
Yes, he can, and then sometimes that gets him in trouble.
Okay. Second part of the question is, since you say yes, he can do it all, why hasn't he received offers from the Power 5?
Well, he's UC Davis. That's about right. Some of those other schools. I know SMU.
So why couldn't he play at a
the Trent Tompkins
at a bigger school? So they.
I think they're caught up on the size and system. And
well, hold on. So USC is taking Bryce Young. Bryce Young is a Southern California quarterback.
Okay.
Not extremely tall, very athletic. Very athletic. So I think he has about the same height as Trent Hopkins.
Okay.
So is it visibility maybe?
I'm not sure on visibility. He's gone to enough of those camps. I know his dad has put him around enough of those camps.
Todd has done a great job.
A lot of those things just comes down to timing, to opportunity, to what you're looking for. To maybe one guy does one school doesn't like his release. Maybe one school thinks he's too ad libs a little too much. Things like that. I'm not really sure because I'd be fooling myself to say I know what coaches are thinking.
I think quarterback is arguably one of the hardest positions to get looked at for because there's so many technical factors that coaches are looking for.
Right. Yeah. So, and he's a victim of that with his own success. Is it the system that you run? Is it and a lot of things we get bashed here in the Central Section. Well, it's a Central Section versus coming from Fresno State and playing here. I'm local boy makes good, but I'll never forget being in that locker room and all the guys coming from SoCal would treat us like we were JV.
Gotcha.
And there's not enough talent around here, and that misnomer has never left. Well, this Central Section compared to what we're playing and things like that, which is true in some aspects, some of those schools and some of the leagues that they're in and things like that. But, a coach understands a player can play.
Yeah.
So right now it's 1:30 left on the clock. You're getting ready for the second half. Vince, as we get ready to shout out, man, hey, go ahead and give a shameless plug. Hold on. Before we get this update.
Central High 14, Edison 6.
What quarter? Where we
What's
at?
up, Edison or Central? Central up 14-6 at halftime.
Okay, before we do this, give us a Fresno State update real quick. Fresno State is up against Boise 7-3 right now.
Okay, we're gonna give Vince a chance to plug.
That's what I want you to go ahead and give a shameless plug for your Friday night rivals, Vince.
Friday night rivals, you can catch us on the CW59. Remember, Thursday morning, coach's interview on Great Day. That's channel 26. Friday, flip on over to CW59, 7 p.m. We'll be doing the semis and the Division I finals these next 2 weeks. And then Friday night news at channel 26. Watch Nick King as he goes through all the scores, and we'll recap the games that we do.
Perfect.
Friday night rivals, baby.
Hopefully next week everything works out the way it's supposed to this week. You'll be right here in Veterans Memorial Stadium. Friday Night Lights with the TV cameras and the big satellite up, broadcasting Buchanan Bears versus the Liberty Patriots. Yeah. Vince, thank you, bro. We appreciate you being up here, man.
You guys
Vince, my man. It's a pleasure. Pleasure, my man.
Right.
Remember.
A long time since I was in junior high.
I know.
Me too.
All right, football fans, it's time for the second half action. Buchanan will kick off. Start the second half. To the score, Buchanan 34, Eagles 3.
All right, here we back, you guys. The start of the second half, Buchanan Bears 34, Arroyo Grande Eagles 3 in our quarterfinal playoff game.
So halftime, Drillers 30, Bowlers 6.
Nice.
All right, fans, are you ready for second half action? What's your size on your feet?
So at halftime, Central 14, Edison 6.
And it's a fumble.
Fumble.
Wow. Yeah, David, 34 points in the first half. Kendall with 2 touchdowns. You got Brock Jones with 1 touchdown. You got Cropper with 1. And you got Brandon Hernandez with 1.
Everybody's eating tonight.
Everybody's eating. Everybody getting a piece of chicken tonight.
It'll be a long ride home for Arroyo Grande.
Yes, big stop on 4th down for the Dogs. Boise State faked the field goal, and we stopped them.
Nice. Hey, thanks for that update, Gage. Keep them coming, baby.
Appreciate it, Gage. Haven't heard much from you tonight. Okay, number 2 looking to keep the ball. He had a big lane up the middle. It's a big hit by Reese Bacon.
Hey, is that 4th and 28 now?
Yeah, something tells me they're going to send out the punting unit here.
Hey, St. Oregon is 14-6 Central at halftime.
Okay, so it's the half, 14-6 Central up over Edison. That game is still within reach. It's only an 8-point game.
Looks like the Edison Tigers are coming out inspired.
They're playing some defense.
Yeah.
Hey, that heater feels good. I don't care what nobody says.
Where did that come from?
Man, that heater
That's
feels
terrific. Wow. Is that the same kicker? That kid just booted a 50-yard punt. And great coverage down the field by AJ. The highlight of this game is number 19 again. He's doubling. Number 19 is doubling as a punter and a kicker. He just kicked a 50-yard punt. The highlight of the game for Arroyo Grande has certainly been their special teams units. So, Chris, that was good, getting an opportunity to connect and hang out with Vince Wesson.
No, that was nice having it up there, giving us some game on the Valley.
Yeah.
Vince is a good guy.
Yeah, and he's got that wide-angle lens, right? Like, he's covering a different school every week.
Exactly.
So he's got to see a lot of different teams play. Handoff goes to Kendall. Kendall falls forward, picks up 5 yards on the play. They're going to mark him down. That ball came out and came loose, but his knee was down. It's probably the only downside to breaking multiple tackles.
Dr. Fogg, how you doing? We got the Godfather up here. Oh my gosh, is it working? How you doing, baby? Hey, Vince, we appreciate you.
Thanks, Vince.
Look like the real deal.
Hey, man, hey, we appreciate
Dr. Fogg joining us in the booth. Dr. Fogg, nice to meet you. I've never met you in person. Okay, we got a pass complete to Jalen Cropper down to the 25-yard line. Looks like that play's going to come back because we got a penalty. Looks like a hold.
So real quick, I got to pay homage. We got Dr. Stephen Fogg up here in the booth with us. Hey, he's a local eye doctor, man, with a big practice. They do great service over there, but he's also sits on our Clovis school board, man. He's the one that got me into this. He's the one. Look at him doing it. Look at him doing his job, coming fixing the camera because I got caught talking. He's the one that.
We don't want to hear about me. We want to watch the game.
Hey, but I got to pay homage because.
Oh my gosh.
No, seriously, because if it was not for you, there would be no us. Which would be no viewers across the country right now that would be able to see this. So
well, I think it's amazing. We have fans. I realize we have fans all over the United States. Got family who like watching their kids.
Yes.
And this is such a great service. You can't get this. There's no other high school I know that does it quite like this.
Quick pitch out to Kendall Milton.
And we appreciate
it. He's got a lot of open field.
Oh, there you go.
Good night.
There you go.
And it's a foot race. And that kid looked like he had an angle, and Kendall just flat out outran him.
He makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
Yeah. I think that one's going to go for about 65 yards. Let's see, we were on the 30. That one's going to go for about 62 yards. And Kendall's showing his foot speed there. The defensive back looked like he had an angle on him, and Kendall just flat out outran him. So that's going to take the score up to 40-3.
They're going to do a running clock now, right?
You know what?
I'm having so much fun up here. I hope not, but
I think what happens when they get over 35 is a running clock.
Yeah.
But not into the fourth quarter, though, right? It's only running in the fourth.
We'll see what they do, but I'll tell you, it would be better for our kids because they need to be healthy.
I agree with you.
The more chance you get someone get hurt. And
absolutely.
We're not at the end yet.
So, hey, speaking of our kids.
We want to get to the end.
Hold on, Doc. Speaking of our kids, man, you had a hell of an athlete here, Logan Fogg. I know he went over to Fresno City and was putting in work. Give us an update on Logan, man. How's Logan doing?
Sorry, I didn't mean to take over your camera.
No,
Let's see if we can't get in there.
So yeah, how's Logan doing, man?
Oh, Logan's doing great. He took a year off, wants to get back into football. So looks like we're looking at Les Schwab here. I'm not sure. I wanted to look at the score. There it is, right there.
41-3.
So. I'll tell you, it's a lot warmer up here.
Hey, the heater just kicked on down here, so we've been spoiled. We just got spoiled.
So what do you know about the Arroyo team? They've been doing pretty good?
I don't know too much coming into this game, to be completely honest. We just kind of showed up.
So the Arroyo took out Sanger last week and blew him out pretty good. I was telling Chris at the beginning of our live stream that I had pretty much penciled us in to play Sanger in the second round because Arroyo Grande is from the coast. The Central Coast hasn't had much luck facing off against Central Section teams this year. So I was expecting Sanger to take care of Arroyo Grande.
I was
too. It did not happen. Last week Arroyo beat up on Sanger pretty good. So we didn't really know what to expect coming in tonight. I watched a little bit of their huddle with DJ, and they didn't look great on tape, but when you put up 40 points on Sanger, you know,
you did something right.
Yeah, exactly. You got something that needs to be game planned for. So tonight is probably our most cohesive, dominant performance since going back to, you know, our week 1 win against Paso Robles. Oh wow!
But you know what? Putting our defense together with the offense, it's.
So that was Dayron Doucette making a nice tackle right there, playing his outside linebacker position at 5'7", 135 pounds.
Hey, that's your guy.
Listen, every chance I get to shout out Dayron, I will shout out Dayron 10 times out of 10. Yeah, so Dr. Fogg, shout out to you. Thank you for making this possible. Chris invited me up here week 3, and it has been like
addicting, isn't it?
Oh, it's been the best.
Hey,
this season's been amazing.
Don't you have so much more fun up here than sitting in the stands stressed out?
Yes.
It's crazy.
The best part is keeping Chris's language straight.
Oh my God!
Hey, you trained him well.
Come on, Doc.
It's happy that Chris is up here because they don't have to hear that anymore.
Wow!
Oh wow! That's a fumble.
Is that a fumble?
What do they call it? Yep, they call that a fumble. That's the second time that's happened to that quarterback, to number 2. He's went back to throw and he's lost a grip on the football. I wonder if he has small hands.
Quick update: Bakersfield over Bullard, 30-6 at the half.
30-6. So we could. So I think we can pretty much pencil Bakersfield into the semis after that, right? So that Edison Central game is still up in the air. I mean, I have a strong
14-6.
Yeah, I have a strong inclination that Central's going to pull that one out. This game, I think, is well in hand at 41-3. I'd like to get an update on that Liberty Clovis High game.
21-7 Liberty.
21-7 Liberty. That's still a game. Handoff goes to Levi Williams. He falls forward, picks up about 1 yard on the play. I'd venture to say we're probably going to, let's say, one more drive probably for our starters, and we'll probably get our second.
Honestly, they'll probably play them to the fourth quarter. Play them to the fourth quarter.
So those of you who are just tuning in, 7 minutes, 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Scores Buchanan Bears 41, Arroyo Grande Eagles 3. I know we always get feedback that we don't give score updates enough, so trying to check that box. Levi Williams running like a horse, picks up a first down, going to bring out 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Think we're going to see any more Kendall tonight?
Probably not, honestly.
Yeah, I'd keep that kid healthy.
Yeah, he's done. He put up almost 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. I think that's a good night.
Yeah. We've been waiting for that.
2 touchdowns tonight?
3.
Well,
we've been waiting for that breakout from Kendall. I mean, he scored a lot of touchdowns this year, but he hasn't put up a huge, like, 300-yard game or 250-yard game. He's a lot of 100-yard games, but it's nice to see him break loose today. We could use that next week against Liberty too. Levi Williams up the middle, and Levi's in for the touchdown.
So we got Gage giving us an update. Dog missed from 38 yards out, 7-3 Bulldogs.
Dave Burton's comment on our chat is fog smash.
You know, the one thing I really admire about Coach is that, you know, Kendall's a great player, but he shared. Coach lets everyone run the ball, lets everyone catch. He involves everybody. I mean, it could be a Milton game, but he doesn't do that. He gives them his scores, but he allows other people to shine, which I think has been great for this team. We got a lot of stars.
Spread it around.
Yeah, there's a lot of mouths to feed, right? You got Jalen Cropper, you got Brock Jones, you got Kendall Milton, which goes without saying. You got Levi Williams. You even got like the guys like Tanner, like unforsaken.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay, Chris, we check you out for a second. So Dr. Fogg, can you jump on the camera? Because I suck at it. And I know you were the original. You're the originator, the OG of this. And then you got other unsung heroes like Brandon Hernandez.
You do, and
you got Tanner Blunt.
But if you didn't have a coach that allowed them to shine, you'd never know.
Exactly.
You'd never know what their talent is when you have someone like Kendall, who, you know, is a nationally ranked player.
Good point. Good point.
You got to have a coach who they say, hey, he's made that. You allow other people that have their time, and they all can benefit from it. And I think that's a great thing because some coaches don't see it that way.
Agreed. Agreed.
And that's a coach that's mature.
Yes. It's one of the things I love about Coach Gio. Because he looks young. I mean, he looks like he go compete for the Olympics today. Well, he's the same age as me. I don't necessarily still feel young, but you know, I mean,
But that's one thing I've noticed about this team is that there's a lot of names that come up.
Yes.
Kendall's obviously comes up a lot, but there's a lot of other names, which I think is nice.
Kickoff going to be taken from the 4-yard line, and he's got a seam, and he's going to be brought down by my favorite player, Dayron Doucette, all 5'7", 135 pounds of him.
Is he a junior?
He's a junior, yeah. So Dayron's a two-sport athlete, plays basketball and football, point guard, really good player out in basketball. But a couple weeks, he's normally played safety for us, and then somewhere out of the blue, he's popped up now as an outside linebacker, which to me, given his size, is like shocking to me.
But he's on his own.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see a lot of him. Next year, he's going to play a huge role on this team because he's only a junior. All right, quarterback keeper here, number 2. And he's going to be brought down right away. Looks like that's number 27, senior Michael Mertens. Continues his great senior year. He was actually, Michael Mertens was a backup linebacker for us. Backup to Blake Armis. Was playing like a starter, but he was the 4th linebacker getting rotated in. Blake Armis tore his ACL, and Michael Mertens has stepped up since I think it was week 4 and been a stud for us. Dave Burton, Steve and I did a fog smash game in Bakersfield 2 years ago when our boys were seniors from the roof of the press box. Freezing outside. You're blessed to have some heat.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was miserable.
Dave, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. Dave was in the box last week working the camera for us. He put the headset on for a little bit.
What's nice about you guys doing this is you actually know something about football. Because I had no clue. I've never played it, and my wife had to keep telling me, Steve, you got that wrong. You got that wrong. Because she knows football. And so it's what I've heard is that it's really nice to have actually someone kind of, you know.
Yeah, well, so we got a fumbled snap. Yeah, fumbled snap that ends up being a really good play. Down to the 40-yard line.
First down?
Yeah, first down.
So first down and 10 for Royal Grande. Pretty good statement game here for the Buchanan Bears, but the reality is that we've got, you know, we played Liberty earlier this year. We won 28-13 in their house.
Liberty can beat anybody. They can.
Oh, absolutely. We were down. I don't think they scored in the second half. I believe we were down 13-7 at the half. We had a lateral, like a pass play from DJ to Kendall that was actually called a lateral, and they took over possession and picked up a touchdown going into halftime. And me and Chris were up. We were nervous. We were concerned. And and somehow we managed to.
I'm going to run next.
Okay.
No, I'm going to run downstairs. Okay. You ready, guys? Appreciate it.
We appreciate you, Doc, man. Thank
Appreciate you,
man.
Dr. Fogg.
You got these
Take
2 more
care.
games, right?
2 more for sure. We got to do 2 more.
That's right.
All right, baby.
All right, we got Gavin back on the headsets with us. Been back on for a minute, me and Dr. Fogg.
Bro, it's cold down there.
Motor
I just want you to know.
Is it cold?
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, we got Matt Merritt. Nice defensive stop right there. You know, one of the
Bulldog interception. Fresno State's got an interception.
nice. So let's talk about Matt Merritt for a second. So Matt Merritt is one of those glue players where, like, when he's not in the game, your team is significantly worse. Your team is significantly worse. He doesn't necessarily stuff the stat sheet. Hayden Peterson, sophomore, who had 2 interceptions last week, comes up on the stop right there.
That's that kid.
That's that kid. Hey, he also went viral this week too. So let's finish up Matt Merritt, then we'll talk Hayden Peterson. So Matt Merritt is a stud offensively and defensively for us. We don't call out his name a lot, but he's one of the ones that's really responsible for opening up a lot of those holes for Kendall, providing that protection for DJ. But then on the defensive side, when he goes both ways, he's also in there stopping the run and putting pressure on the quarterback as well. Stephen Scheidt Sr. brings down the running back there. So Hayden Peterson picked up 2 interceptions last week. So the second interception, did you see that on overtime?
Yes, I saw that.
On Twitter.
The one he took from him?
Yeah, I still don't understand. It was a magician play.
I think he took it from him. He didn't catch the ball. I think he took it from him on the way down.
Yes, that's a play that went viral on Twitter last week. So
viral.
It's good to see Hayden getting some love and getting just a little bit of recognition and respect for what he brings to the table. That kid is a straight up ball hawk and a playmaker, and he's going to do big things in at safety next year for us. I can guarantee it. And you know what? Who knows? He may pull a Brock Jones, and we may see him going both ways, junior and senior year as well. All right, so Gage, Juju Hughes in the end zone. Brett Rippon took a hit too. All right, thanks for the updates. Appreciate it.
Sorry, it was crushing. It's Liberty Bakersfield is up 28-7.
Hey, what's going on with Fresno State? I know we got to pick where we at with the score on that.
Looks like it's still 7-3, right?
Us, right?
Yeah, I think we're up 7-3. Looks like we're close to halftime.
We cannot be in that situation with Boise.
No, not away in their home stadium.
We know what happened last time.
Yep. Quarterback keeper up the middle. I tell you what, this quarterback has got he's got his fair share of carries tonight. Number 50, Matt Merritt on the stop. We talked about him earlier. Who else doesn't get enough love on our telecast? That does a fantastic job out there. Titus Lowe, defense. I feel like our defensive linemen don't get nearly enough love for what they do. The Chase Bibblers of the world, the Titus Lowe's of the world. We talk about Reese Bacon a lot, sometimes because he jumps offside, sometimes because he sacks the quarterback. Titus Lowe does a lot of great things out there. We talk about Jack Bankston a lot. We got a lot of great kids in this program and on this team. Zane Ricks. Just want to shout out the Hogs on the defensive line and the offensive line that don't get as much love as the skill position players that get all the glory.
Hold on, I'm looking at our Facebook page. Jana, are you Paige's sister by any chance? I see the Harris, and I think her maiden last name is Harris. Are you her sister?
Let's talk about Jack Skinner for a second.
So hold on, I got to give you history. So I was Jack's first football coach, man. We coached Pop Warner together. Well, no, we didn't coach together.
So this is in the Bears days, little Bears days.
This is in the Bears days. He played for me and Pop Warner. We won championships together. I took him to Dallas with me to play in All-American games, man. He's one of the kids, and that's what's cool about this varsity team. This varsity team is starting to be comprised of the teams that I've coached since second grade that we've won championships together. So it's pretty cool to see what they've become. And hopefully, if God says the same, they'll win a championship together at this level.
Yep. Good call, Chris. I think back to those to the Bears days, right? And so Arroyo Grande gets into the end zone. So the score is now 48-10 with 53 seconds left in the third quarter. I think back to those Bears days, and DJ was a little bit below, but they did play 1 year together. And so many of those kids are now on this team right now.
Right.
Heavy contributors to this team. Right, you just go across the board, throughout the linebacking core, the secondary, and it's incredible to see like all these kids that were little kids, 7, 8 years ago, 5, 6 years ago even.
Crazy, right?
That are now these huge, gigantic studs.
Hey, with deep voices and acne.
Yeah, I don't know about deep voices, but acne for sure.
Nah, these kids got some
deeper
voices,
voices. And very little swag. Because they leave that to us, right, Chris? The Swag Dad Network.
Swag Dad Network, baby.
So I got an update right now. Fresno State got a pick. So Fresno State has the ball now.
Yeah, so we got that update that Boise State, I think it was they threw an interception in the end zone.
And return it for 33 yards.
Okay. Thank you, Gavin. Appreciate you, brother. And thank you for joining us up
no
here,
problem.
man.
No worries. Got him here for the weekend.
All right, 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Buchanan 48, Arroyo Grande AG 10.
Parker, the score is 48-10. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and say it again, Jordan. You probably just said the score.
Yeah.
48-10 Bears.
Thank you, Gavin. All right, so Mark Green is back. I feel so bad for Mark Green back there, man. Like, Mark Green has waited his entire junior year, probably his entire high school career, to be back deep on a kickoff return. He finally gets one that's kicked to him, and he fields it 1 yard deep in the end zone, which is an automatic touchback, right? So Mark just, his dream just got crushed. And Mark's had a couple interceptions for us this year. He's played very well as a defensive back, so it's good to see him get some shine. So we have, Carson Bailey has checked into the game at quarterback. Josh Higgins in motion.
Let's go, Josh.
Oh, so fly sweep to Josh Higgins. I tell you what, that's one play for us this year. I can't remember a play going for longer than 15 yards on a fly sweep.
Janet, we appreciate you watching us every week. We'll officially send you out your award for faithful viewer. Be looking at it in the mail. It may not ever come, but just look out for it.
A gold star and a white envelope. And a tip of the cap during the broadcast.
Just know we appreciate it.
we love you, girlfriend. All right, so Levi Williams is brought
and
down.
Also, just know your dad is the coolest dude I've ever met. That's my guy right there.
So is your brother-in-law.
I like their dad more. Yeah,
well,
I like.
We're not ranking.
I like
them
him more than Sean.
We're just saying that it's good people's. Good people's in the Skinner neck of the woods. So Chris, this weekend, I'm excited to announce that the package that I purchased at the Buchanan Football Banquet fundraiser to support the program, I bid on 4 Raiders tickets to a home game.
Oh, wow.
And a Rich Gannon signed football. And I just knew we were going to the playoffs this year, and I just knew that was like a hot ticket that I bid on.
Uh-huh.
And I paid way too much for it. I'm not going to say how much I paid for it, but way too much. And that game is this Sunday.
Did I punk you into that one?
No,
because
you were out there. You were working the mic that night, and you definitely gassed me up a little bit to keep bidding. So I paid way too much for this package for a team that right now is looking to be without a doubt bottom 3 worst team in football, and after that showing against the Niners last week, the worst team in football.
Hey, are they 1-7 or 1-8? Which one are they now?
We're 1-8.
Oh.
Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking and rubbing it in. And so I'm going to the Raiders game this Sunday, courtesy of Matt Giordano, ex-Raider.
That'll be a nice getaway, though, at least.
Yeah. So me and the wifey, my best friend.
Go to Jack London, get some Everett Jones barbecue, bro. It'll make the visit to Oakland that much
we're going to hang out in
enjoyable.
Jack London Square tomorrow night.
Everett Jones.
Everett Jones.
Right
Done.
on the corner on Broadway, Jack London Square.
It's done.
I've been there before. It's so good.
All right, pass from Bailey out
Everett
to
Jones was so good that when John Madden had his home in Danville, Blackhawk, he helped get them a restaurant in there, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everett Jones, I'm on it.
Or was it he helped get them in the Coliseum? It was either that. It was one or the other. But it was a John Madden executive move.
I think John Madden needs to come out of retirement for like one game for the Super Bowl. Like how sick would the Super Bowl be if John Madden came out of retirement? Like, he's probably 90 now. Well, maybe not 90, but he's got to be at least 85. Pat Summerall's retired too, but that Pat Summerall, John Madden, like broadcast.
Oh,
wow, we got a fumble, and he's instead of just falling on it, he keeps trying to pick it up. And it looks like Arroyo Grande is going to pick it up.
Hold on, David. Are you sure they only 1-7? Because they were 1-7 last Friday, so you acting like they didn't play since last Friday.
Okay, Raiders are 1-7. Yeah, that's right. We've had our bye week already. My bad. So we're back in like 6 years ago. There was like 2 or 3 teams that were intentionally taking, and it was called the Suck for Luck. Like, everybody was trying to suck so they could draft Andrew Luck, so it was called the Suck for Luck sweepstakes. And this year there's no quarterback to suck for. We already have Derek Carr, so I guess we just suck just to suck.
Hey, you know Carr might not be a Raider too much longer, though. You guys know that, right?
No, Carr is going to be a Raider.
I'm just saying, bro.
Here's the deal. Like, he takes so much flack from the Raider fan base, from NFL fans in general. They say he has happy feet. They say he can. Like, name me an NFL quarterback outside of, okay, so I'll give you like Russell Wilson, right? But there's a few, but like, what's the game plan on Tom Brady? You get pressure up the middle, you get pressure in his face, and he's not the same guy, right? So like, if Tom Brady doesn't deal well with pressure, but he's the best quarterback in the history in the NFL, like, why can't, like, Derek Carr, when you give him some protection, he's nails.
Hey, bro, I don't want to fight.
Are you trying to hate?
I'm just trying to start a conversation.
Yeah, no, my frustration wasn't with you. That was just in general. That was in general. And honestly, you catch me on the wrong week and he plays bad enough, I might be one of those guys calling for his head one week too. Because I've been that guy. Like, so, I mean,
my goodness.
I'm not without sin here. No judgment.
You are stupid.
No judgment. Hey, so I finally listened to that Usher. So I traveled to Woodland Hills this week for work for 3 days, and so I was like, you know what? Like, I owe it to my boy Chris, man. He talked about Usher and Zaytoven. Like, I need to listen to this album, and I like the album a lot.
Hey, that song, She Ain't Tell You, that's my song.
Hey.
She ain't tell you I let her push the Rari. She ain't tell you I never told her sorry.
That one got played a couple times for sure.
Hey, what is it about that song? Because that's like my favorite song on the album. What is it about the song, seriously? Because I ain't got nobody pushing a Rari.
Fresno State kicked a 47-yard field goal going into half now, up 10-3. Thank you, Gage and Dave Burton, two of our most faithful viewers. Gavin, we're not even giving you an opportunity to get on the mic. You see how me and Chris do? Like, we be up here motor mouthing.
Hey, talking about nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Oh man.
All right, so.
Hey, I'm sorry.
I don't know what it is about that song, Chris, but it definitely has replay value.
Hey, no,
maybe it's because we want to push a Rari.
Maybe.
Oh my God.
Maybe we want to never have to tell her sorry.
Oh, it's probably more along those lines.
So Central is up now 21-6. So.
Oh, he just ran over our safety, didn't he?
Wow.
That was disrespectful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, that was our sophomore that got ran over. That's all right, Hayden.
I don't think that was Hayden.
Hayden ended up on his back.
I think that was number 31.
No, it was 37. Yeah, that was Hayden.
That's 31. Oh, that's 37.
Yeah, that's
correct.
37. That's all right, Hayden. Tell him he don't want to throw against you, Hayden.
Hayden,
He don't want to throw and you hate.
We'll work on the run support, but you know what? Listen, you can bulk up, and you can work on the run support. What you can't work on is those natural instincts to go find the ball, and that's what that boy has. So
hey, there we go. Glass half full. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm always give our guys love for sure. Always give our guys love.
No, I love
especially
Hayden.
my guy Hayden Peterson.
I love Hayden.
I'm gonna give his mama love right now too.
That's my kid right there.
So,
Lee's a great woman. I met Lee. Was it last year after the banquet? We all, after everybody went to the banquet, we all went out and hung out. And some Hello Kitty or Sweet Kitty or something. I know.
Kitties,
hey, I know you guys. What's that bar called?
Kitties.
Miss Kitties. You know about Miss Kitties. Do they play that new Kids on the Block song?
No. Backstreet Boys song.
Do they play that Backstreet song?
Hey, Gavin, can we let Coach Gal get on the mic? Get on the headset just for a second here. Come on. No. There's no getting out of it. You're not getting out of it. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, so our viewers, we're going to bring on a special guest, head Buchanan Bears varsity basketball coach, Pat Guile. He actually took a little bit of a beating from Chris and I a couple weeks back.
Oh man!
Surrounding the new Backstreet Boys single that's out that he has an affinity for.
It was something about seeing a grown man that excited about the Backstreet Boys. Like he had it as his screensaver on his iPhone.
Come on now.
The album cover. I thought it was a little weird.
If you hadn't watched the video, you would have liked the song. You need to admit that.
It was when I saw those 39 to 43-year-old grown men doing a dance number, a fully choreographed dance number. Was when I lost interest.
They still had the sideburns.
I couldn't picture myself.
Hey, they still got it.
Rehearsing a dance routine 30 times to get it right with 4 other full-grown men. I'm just not doing it. That's a hard pass for me. It's a hard pass.
Hey, but
they make a lot of money doing that.
Guy was so excited though, bro.
Hey Pat, so
you guys just don't appreciate good pop music.
So Pat, what do you see? What do you see in the game today? You like what you see? You don't like what you see? We're going into a big game next week against Liberty. What's your synopsis of the game?
Well, it seems like the last couple of games we've come out a little flat, and this game we didn't. I mean, our offense was clicking. DJ's throwing the ball well. We're blocking well. You know, Kendall wasn't getting touched the first 5 yards. The last couple of games seems like he's getting hit a little bit early. So it seems like we're hitting on all cylinders, and it's going to be a while before I get my point guard.
That was selfish. That was selfish.
So I feel you, Pat. Right? Because like you got game 1 circled on the calendar, right? And the starting quarterback is your starting point guard too, right? So it's like God, I love this to death. Like I want you guys to win, but also I need the cohesion on my basketball unit.
Oh yeah, you
too,
got
right?
Dayron out there. You got Race and
you got Race Mallow.
Some other guys that are on the fence that we're hoping to come out.
CJ's playing as well, right?
Yeah. Maybe Mr. Cropper.
Keep sliding past this conversation.
You know, maybe
Kendall
a running back
might make his debut at Power 4.
Hey, that's why I said keep sliding past this conversation. Hey, hold on. Hey, we got to go back to Reno with the Euro step, though.
Oh, wow.
That's going to always be a classic.
Yes. Me running down the sidelines hysterically.
Oh, that was so
something.
funny.
All right, handoff goes to Levi Williams.
Hey,
fouls forward
between the Euro step and the semi-brawl at the center bar.
Oh. Hey, I was in bed for that one.
Yeah. Well, we're not gonna call out any wives. We're not gonna call out any wives.
We're not gonna call out anybody
for inciting aggression.
We're not gonna call out anybody's wives.
Pat said I'm gonna go ahead and disco spin on this conversation. And that was it for Pat.
Hey, so right now we have a ball game at Central. It's 21-14 Central with 7 minutes left, and Edison went for 2 and made it.
Wow, 21-14. Wow, that's huge. With 7 minutes left in the third, or 7 minutes left in the fourth?
In the third.
Okay, they're a little behind us. Yeah, Gavin, keep us posted on that. That's
because we're in the fourth quarter, huh?
Yeah, with 2 minutes left.
There's only 2 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, there's
2 minutes left.
A running clock.
Oh, that's right. It is a running clock. It's 9. Dude, it's 9 o'clock.
That's pretty good.
Man.
Dave Burton, Patricia on the mic. He just called Pat Guile Patricia. Dave Burton just called you Patricia. on the chat. Dave Burton, shout out. Good, nice. So let's take a moment here to shout out some of our most faithful chat contributors. Gage, Dave Burton, Gavin. We've had a number of people who have contributed to the chat, who've made our first year and our last, like, this season, for Chris and I, like, an astounding success. Like, we've had so much fun up here. So we just want to sincerely just say we're grateful to all of you for joining in with us. Thanks for tuning in to support the boys and watch the boys. But more importantly, thanks for tuning in and listening to our mindless babble. We appreciate it, and actually contributing to it most of the time and driving it. Chris, thoughts?
You know, hey, I don't think.
Oh, go, baby, go.
Levi Williams. Levi looking explosive there. Down to the 40.
I don't think what people understand is this is actually like therapy for us. Usually on Friday nights, man, I know me personally, I sit in the stands, the top of the red seats by myself, and it's stressful. But you know what? Being able to come here right now and get on the, hold on, we just did something interesting. It's 1:06 left on the clock. We just put in that Wildcat package. Oh, no, we didn't. We just put a victory for
we put in our victory for. Okay, so we got 58 seconds left.
Shut it down, Jordan.
Okay, we have 58 seconds left on the clock, which means we're gonna take 2 more snaps. We want to get down to the field as quickly as possible to go. For whatever reason, they bring DJ in to do the victory formation, which is interesting, and Kendall. So anyways, thank you so much for joining us. Next week, we're going to square off with the Liberty Patriots, who we already played once this year in a very closely contested contest. They travel well. The stands are going to be packed. Our stands are going to be packed. We need you guys to come out and support. We need you to also join us on the chat. Thank you. We love you guys. Peace out.
All right, you guys.
Holla back.